What up, Space Fam? We got some crazy happenings going on in this chapter, insane as it gets, along with more Dragon, more Sabo, the Revolutionaries versus the Admirals, what really happened during the Reverie, and the most hype part, a crazy Shanks twist you won't want to miss, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Chill the Pirate King within and smash that like button until you see fireworks. If you enjoy One Piece updates like this one and want to keep them coming, make this the video you join the Nakama by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss future One Piece videos and updates. And now, without further ado, let's jump into it, spoilers and all. So in this video, we are going to be discussing the crazy spoilers for One Piece chapter 1083 titled The Truth of That Day. So we're told that the chapter starts where the last one ended. If you'll remember, Sabo was at the table with Dragon and Ivankov and saying crazy but also very hype things. He says just hearing the information he's about to share will put someone at risk. Then he said he'll tell them all about what really happened at the Holy Land of Marijoa. So keep in mind these are early spoilers, so things will be more clear when the full translated pages come out. But for now, we're told we get the beginning of the flashback. We get info on the 8 kingdoms that opposed the world government because of what happened to Leloucia. And obviously that's referring to when it got erased. The 8 kingdoms refused to pay taxes to the world government, and therefore the government decides to send a group of people, the Holy Knights they're called, to deal with them. And it's mentioned that there are 9 Holy Knights. Definitely can't wait to do an all 9 Holy Knights explained video once we know more about this hype group and their powers. Pretty crazy that we got another hype group so far into the story. So far we don't know much, but it looks like this may be a new hype powerful group like the Yonko warlords and admirals. P.S. It goes to show how evil the world government is that when you stop paying taxes, they immediately come after you. And I like the 7 Deadly Sins anime-like continuation of blurring the lines between good and evil by calling this seemingly evil group of fighters Holy Knights. So we see Sabo, Karasu, Morley, and Lindbergh versus Admirals Aramaki aka Green Bull and Fujitora. That in itself is super hype, and I assumed without Dragon there, Admirals would do better, but it hypes up the Revolutionary Army that doesn't appear to have been the case. For starters, we witness Karasu shooting crows at Fujitora, while Morley manages to stab Aramaki. So the Revolutionaries sound like they're doing great, and then to help out the Admiral, seemingly CP0 intervenes in the battle, and it's revealed that they are also in the possession of Vivi at this time. Yet despite all this, according to Sabo, the main mission was successfully accomplished by the Revolutionaries, enabling them, and this is awesome, to declare war against the world government directly by burning the world government flag, and even Kuma was freed. And let's just ignore the fact that he went back later. This is epic stuff and I love to see it. Burning the government flag at Marijoa. Does it get more badass than that? I don't think so. And again, this makes me think that it's finally time for Luffy, the other government flag burning guy, to team up with his brother and dad finally in a more concrete way. And it kind of makes sense that the world government and the Celestial Dragons have a new group that's been introduced because the admirals, like we just saw, have not been looking so hot. And the world government definitely needs something to balance this out because they have not been looking strong for a long time now. Another hype line is that Monkey D. Dragon the Legend himself is no longer playing around. He says it himself that the real war, everything he's been planning for with the Revolutionary Army all this time, has now begun because of the actions of the Holy Knights. The Revolutionary Army has started its first move in the battle by destroying supply ships headed for Marijoa. Love to see non-head-to-head fights warfare tactics as well. Like this, it definitely makes sense for the Revolutionary Army, and it's definitely adding a more realistic feel to the One Piece story. We then figure out why Sabo was said to have killed King Cobra of Alabasta. What happened was that he was photographed next to the corpse of King Cobra. But, and I'm a bit confused with the spoilers here, and maybe it will be cleared up in the full translation, but we're then told that we also see King Cobra heading to meet the Gorosei, and before he does, he asks his royal guards to take care of Princess Vivi. I'm guessing this happens before the corpse part and the CP0 kidnapping Vivi part. We're also told there isn't a break next week, so we can look forward to more greatness soon. But then we get more additional information and more hype information breaking down some of the skim through parts in more detail. We're told we see good action from Karasu, which should be cool to see. He's definitely got one of the most badass aesthetics of all the characters in One Piece. Fujitora is preparing for a huge attack, and the revolutionary captain's faces were shocked, we're told, and we don't see what happens before we jump to Sabo. So good to see that there was some epicness on the Admiral Part 2, because so far it just looks like the revolutionaries have been handing it to them. CP0, we're told, like me honestly, are impressed by the revolutionary army's strength, and they said if they were not there, the admirals and revolutionary captains would have destroyed everything. So it seems they were in part trying to minimize damage rather than just helping to go all out against the revolutionaries. Cobra was specifically on the floor and dead next to his wheelchair with Sabo next to him. The picture from the newspaper that says Sabo killed Cobra looks real because probably it is, and Morgans took the picture after the Gorosei killed Cobra and when Sabo arrived. Sabo was shocked by the news though, obviously. So again, that makes more sense. A fake caught red-handed situation. We are also told that Karasu's fruit is the Susu Susu no Mi, or the suit fruit, and it looks like it's a Logia, and so it seems he just chooses to form it into the shape of crows often. But here is the most interesting part of the spoilers hand down, and this is the part we'll look at most closely when the full translated pages come out. One of the holy knights, we're told, in the middle looks like Shanks, and get this, has the same clothes, the same sword, and also the same location of the sword. Now, if it was a throwaway line that he looks like Shanks, that would be different, but with all these similarities, it's too much to ignore, at least from the sound of these spoilers. We know Shanks can also get an audience with the Gorosei when he wants to, and we've seen that. So this seems to confirm ideas in the vein of Shanks is a celestial dragon, and in this case, a holy knight, implying he is a Yonko and pirate, but secretly also working for the celestial dragons in this way. Of course, it could be a clone, a relative, or something like that, we shall see, but from the looks of it, Oda is making this a big moment and hammering down on the similarities with purpose. And I can't wait to find out more about this specifically. The other holy knights seem cool, with one wearing a cowboy hat and one having horns. So this will definitely be an interesting group of people. I can't wait to see all the holy knights and the implications the reveal is gonna have for Shanks, the most hyped character in One Piece arguably. Now, channel the Pirate King within and smash that like button with no mercy if you enjoy spoiler videos like this one and want to see more like them in the future. Join the Nakama if you haven't already by subscribing and hitting that notification bell to turn on all notifications so you don't miss future One Piece videos like this one. Let me know your thoughts about what you think about all this and where do you think we're headed. What is the truth about Shanks and why does this character look like him? And while you wait to learn more about this hype Holy Knight group, you won't want to miss a detailed breakdown on the other hype Yonko group by watching my All Yonko and Their Powers Explained video, link on screen right now and in the description. Shanks may even be an overlap between the Yonko video and my future all 9 Holy Knights and Their Powers Explained video. We'll see. And although I don't always end my videos this way anymore, I feel like the mention of a cowboy hat, combined with all of those One Piece and space theories, calls for it. Longtime fans know where this is going. Until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.